Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. My name is Rebecca, and we're going to get right into your love reading for the next 7 days. So, let's check out and see what is going on with Scorpio and their person over the next 7 days. We're going to pull out your animal spirits. Show me your animal spirits. 2 of them, one for you, one for your person. The beaver and the lamb. So the beaver actually is an water spirit, and the lamb is an earth spirit. So we talk about the beaver really like, how shall we say, being protective, right? The beaver is the animal spirit for the family person, the one who is protective of the family, who will do whatever is necessary to create emotional stability for the family. They build their dams in rivers, you know, rivers synonymous with, you know, running emotions, heavy emotions, and yet they live in the midst of the rivers of these currents, and they are safe, and they keep their family safe. So the beaver is highly motivated, hardworking, and all around just one of the best animal spirits for the protector in terms of the guardian, the parent, the one who looks after the family. The lamb is associated with babies and new things and new creations and new things that come into being. The lamb is representative of what requires, I want to say, a bit of protection and nurturing, and what you know, what needs to be sort of guarded, right, as it is growing. So the lamb represents this kind of like a child, like a baby, needs to be nurtured but protected and allowed to grow, right? Same thing as a creative endeavor. The lamb can be representative of anything that we create in the material world that is important to us, that we need time to allow to grow, that we need to protect from outside interference or influence or negativity, and all of that, right? And so the lamb is synonymous with the beautiful new things that come into our lives that require our attention. All right, Scorpio, let's see what is going on. Let's see how these animal spirits fare for you. We want to take a look at your love scenario over the next 7 days. What is going on with you and your person? Show me, Scorpio, the next 7 days. Now, this reading can be for anybody who has Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars in Scorpio. So wherever your Scorpio energy lies in your chart, you may be called to this reading. It may resonate for you. So, all right, here we go. Show me. Okay, Scorpio, you come in as the Wheel of Fortune. You see your person as lovers. Wow. You desire the world of what needs to happen as a magician. You have 4 major arcana for you. Unbelievable. Your person comes in as the Hanged Man. They see you as a 5 of Swords. They desire the Fool and what needs to happen. 10 of Swords. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, the Divine Masculine at play. Sometimes the Emperor can be too domineering, right? The Emperor is all about domination, control. Aries energy, another major arcana. You have all major arcana cards here except for 2 swords. So this relationship definitely very much in the head, very much about egos and personalities. Certainly with swords energy coming out like this. Scorpio, Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman, you are coming in this next 7 days as a victim of, and I wouldn't say receiver of fate, of the Wheel of Fortune. Generally, a Wheel of Fortune turns and fortunate comes into our lives. It feels here like for you, there are opportunities that are coming in that may give you what you want in this connection, but you have to seize them. The Wheel of Fortune is all about seeing the opportunities as they come in, Scorpio. But certainly it indicates that the next 7 days is going to be very, very auspicious for you. And things are going to happen that if you see them, opportunities will come in for you. That if you see them, you can make an incredible sort of progress out of them. You can make incredible things out of these opportunities, whether they be in finance and love and in growth, whatever. The Wheel of Fortune turns in all areas. And it always brings something into into our lives that has a huge possibility for us to grow. And generally also to receive blessings, right? A lot of times to receive very much physical blessings. The Hanged Man is your person. They're kind of status quo, right? They're getting some inspiration coming in, but right now they require inspiration to get down from where they're at, but I'm not sure that they're quite there yet. They're kind of wanting to hold the pattern. They're feeling very much like unmotivated. And it could be that, you know, again, inspiration may come in for them. A lot of times the Hanged Man shows up in a reading when inspiration hits, but certainly it feels to me like your person has been for quite some time extremely uninspired. And it can be that they've been uninspired in this connection as well, because as I look ahead, it feels to me as though they haven't necessarily been putting their best foot forward in this connection with you, Scorpio, because they have not really felt the desire in an inspirational way. They just feel like, you know, I'll do this. I'll just do what I not normally do. Or I'll just, you know, the extra effort is not there, right? When we're inspired, we make an effort. And so when we're uninspired, we don't make an effort. The Hanged Man is all about just not making the effort. And there's an energy here with them about this. How do you see each other? Well, here we go. As I look ahead, you see them as lovers. They see you as Five of Swords. There's been some bickering going on here. There's been some arguing. They've seen you as someone that perhaps they're unwilling to argue with anymore. You see them as a lovers. So there's a disjointed energy here for how you see them and how they see you. You see them as your soulmate, your lovers, like this is a pact that you're in and you guys are going back and forth. Yet they are, on the other hand, feeling very exhausted, tired. It can be that you guys have just been arguing so much and they just want to give up. They don't want to deal with it anymore. There's definitely some challenge here in this reading. And it's interesting to me, again, that it almost feels as though like you are not necessarily aware of it, because you see that they are your lovers, but it's not coming across to you, it seems here. We'll get some clarifiers, as if you realize this. Again, let's go into what they desire, what you desire. They desire the Fool. They really want to be kind of new and fresh. They want this inspiration to come in there. I feel like they feel very stagnant. And they are desiring a fresh start. You know, they want to be able to go into something with that full energy, that leap of faith, and to be like, yes, I'm ready for this new adventure. This is what they desire. And generally, this position is what do they desire in this connection with you. So it can be that they want a new start with you, right? Some of this bickering may have been, let's put it to you this way, it takes two to argue, right? And so it isn't so much that they're tired of arguing with you, but it isn't so much that it may not be that they're blaming you or that they're out of love with you, but there is something that needs to change here in the way of thinking and communicating with you. And they absolutely feel to me like they want this change with the Fool. You desire the world. You want to feel like this is right and you are at the right place with this person. There's a feeling of destiny here for you. You feel very strongly like this person is destined for you. And so you want that feeling to be, you desire that in this connection. Perhaps you're looking for omens to happen to remind you that you are, that this is meant to be, that this is divine connection. You certainly see them as such. And with the Wheel of Fortune coming in this next 7-day period, it may be periods or there may be certain opportunities for you to get that desire, right? Wheel of Fortune tends to give us what we desire or what we need. And for you, this world energy, this feeling of, I want to say, being on the right path, being in connected to your fate and feeling it and wanting it and desiring it and it being what you know, your path, right? Being on top of the world, in control of your life. That desire is definitely something that you may have an opportunity to seize upon on the next 7 days. Your person certainly wants a new start with you. So this could also even be a reconciliation. Okay, it could be that you may have been apart from each other and there was some arguing before. It can be that you guys have been together for a little while, but this whatever the strife that was here, your person is just willing to give it up now. Wherever the case may be, whatever the source of that was, there is something new burgeoning here with this Lamb energy. And there is also the desire to the desire with that Beaver energy to protect the family and to protect what you guys have already made for each other. Right? What comes next? The Magician and Ten of Swords. Well, the Magician comes next for you. It's, you know, really sort of seizing on everything that you know. Confidence. The Magician is about confidence and talent and knowing your talent and using your talent to get what you want. Right? Sometimes the experiment fails, but the Magician tries again and again, and he knows how to keep trying and how to keep applying himself until he gets what he desires, until he manifests what he desires. It is completely being in touch with who you are, and that's what comes next for you, Scorpio. There is a feeling of you resonating up very much into your Magician energy and bringing what is necessary here. What happens for them? Ten of Swords. There's an end to... there is an end to a certain connection here. I want to say it can be, I'm not saying that your person is giving up on you or on this connection, but there is a change that is happening in them as a result of one final blow, one final argument, one final confrontation. And this final confrontation kind of propels them into a new stage. Ten of Swords is completion. Tens are all completion. Ten of Swords is completion of where you've been at. It can be the ending to a particular, it can be the end to a relationship, the end to a way of thinking, or the end to a certain dynamic that has been happening that has been painful. And a lot of the reason why it's ending is because your person is resonating up. They have simply gotten over it. They're no longer going to be hurt by the same things they were hurt by. This is somebody who's experienced enough blows to the ego, enough strife, enough arguing, enough mental, head banging, that eventually they wisen up, they get this wisdom, and their ego changes, and you just can't hurt them with the same things anymore. They've become too resilient, they've become stronger, and ultimately what we see here is when the ego becomes smaller, because the smaller the ego becomes, the more wise and in spirit we become. The smaller the ego is, the less you can hurt it because it's a smaller target. Okay, a big ego is a big target, a small ego is a small target, and therefore a lot harder to hurt. So there's a resonating up that happens here for your person. Again, though, in this reading, let's get some clarity on how you guys really see each other. I want some clarity on that Five of Swords for your person to see where they are at. Show me that Five of Swords. I want to see that clarified. Again, Emperor energy. Somebody is very domineering in this connection. I think it's probably you. Scorpio, I think you're very much the dominant one in this connection. It can be that you may have been a little over-domineering, but you certainly are seeing this as the connection that you want, even though your person is the one going through a lot of changes here. Show me that Five of Swords. Magician. Wow, there's a desire, excuse me, not Magician, Chariot. There's a desire to move forward. Okay, there's a desire to move forward. Cancerian energy. Lovers, by the way, is the card for Gemini. And the Emperor is the card for Aries. But the Chariot is the card for Cancer in the Tarot. That's neither here nor there, just in case you're dealing with somebody who has those energies in their chart. But Chariot is all about wanting to move forward, right? Your person is desiring to move forward. And again, they desire a full energy with you. Five of Swords is defeat. It may be that they've given up a certain tact with you. It may be that they've given up a certain argument with you that has been ensuing. And because they want to move forward. They do want to move forward. And they do want to move on with you. It could be that you guys have been bickering about something that you just won't get on the same page about. But they're the ones who've kind of been, you know, holding on and fighting and fighting. And now they're kind of getting over it and wanting to move on. It's interesting. It feels like they've just thrown their hands up and decided it's just not worth it, and yet they still want everything else, right? Whatever this challenge was here is not worth losing the relationship, and that's kind of what it feels like to me. Give me clarity on that full energy and the world. Ten of Pentacles coming in. Yeah, a new desire. A lot of this new desire is about stability. Looking to the future, having stability in the family, but also financial stability, emotional stability, you know, the kind of stability that you require to have a full life and to do the things you want to do. And that is something that is coming in. This could also be part of the Wheel of Fortune coming in for you, Scorpio. And it could be another reason why your person is wanting a new start with you. Whatever that old thing or whatever this thing was here, it's not important enough to them. They certainly desire to move forward with you. They have been, Hanged Man is letting you know that up until now they have been lackadaisical. They've been uninspired when it comes to you. But I believe the inspiration is definitely coming in now. And this desire to move forward with you, this Ten of Pentacles, which indicates a strong, positive future full of fortune and blessing for both of you, just indicates that. So again, this could be a reconciliation. This could be a coming around. This could be somebody you dated once and now the second time around is the best time around, right? It could be that this Ten of Swords is showing the end of this little strife here, whatever this is. They're resonating higher. They've gotten over it. They realize it's not worth arguing about. Give me some clarity on this last position. Feels strong to me. Nine of Cups, happiness is the card for happiness and just being happy with the blessings you have. Yes, Scorpio, it feels very much to me like this is a connection with someone that has been rocky at times, that has been in challenge, but that is now very much about your person coming to the realization that whatever was rocky before wasn't worth it. They're beginning to be inspired. They're wanting to plan for the future. They're wanting a new start. They want that adventure. They're coming in unencumbered with the hang-ups of the past. They're definitely in a place where they resonate over that hang-up, right? Ten of Swords means they're past it. They're over it. They're done. They're not going to harp on it anymore. This reading, these energies could be vice versa, Scorpio. Your cards are very resolute. You know you love them. You know that you want to be here on this road. And Magician energy comes in because you are doing everything you can over this next 7-day period to be the best you can, to employ all your skills and talent to manifest what you want, which is this lover's connection that you see. Emperor's energy is there. There's a dominance and a stability, blessings, but also try not to be overbearing. Nevertheless, there is a dominance here in terms of who is in control. Again, I feel like you are the one who's in control. It can be, Scorpio, that you have waited a period of time for this person to come around, and now they're coming around. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. This is my reading to you. I hope it gave you some clarity. If you did not resonate with this reading, that's fine. It's not for everyone. There are plenty of other readers and readings out there, and one that I hope resonates for your situation. But for right now, I'm just going to say I love you very much, Scorpio. Have a wonderful week. My name is Rebecca, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye-bye.